Hello. Right, flipping time. Guess what happened? Stream buggered up again. This is a second attempt. Train spotter and football fan day. Hello. And hello, the Shoker Show. How we doing? I take it you can hear me and see me. Give me a thumbs up if the audio's all right. Hello, Hulk. Kevin O'Connell, hello. My head might be a little bit shiny because I've had the projector going for the last 2 hours and it's quite warm in here. Oh good, can hear. Thumbs up, fantastic. So today's chat isn't going to be as long as the usual ones, so may just be about an hour today. An hour and a quarter at the most. I've got my lovely ice cold strawberry drink. Today's choice of snack is 100% fat-free Greek yogurt with Brazils and almonds. Very nice. You're looking forward, hello Ian, you're looking forward to receiving the Empire 4K tomorrow. I hope so. Although knowing my luck, it could be Tuesday or Wednesday. If it was only shipped Friday, I know last week we had a bit of a fluke and it came Saturday, which I don't understand. I think they must have shipped it before Friday. Normally when Xavi shipped me stuff on the Friday, I normally get it around about the Tuesday or the Wednesday. But we'll find out tomorrow, hey. Do you think the New Mutants will go to streaming at home on Disney Plus? I think they should just stick it on Disney Plus. It's not had a very plain sailing production, has it? Pretty naff. By the time they release it in cinemas, I don't think anyone's going to be bothered about it. Brad, hello. Just finished your Knives Out review less than a minute ago, and I asked in the comments if you were live streaming today. No, not today. Yes, we are here. Knives Out is on Prime. Yep, so if anybody wants to see it and they don't own it and they have Prime, Amazon Prime, it's available to watch. Venomous Viper. Have you ever printed your own custom Blu-ray covers, or do you know of a company that can do it for you in the UK? I used to. TV shows like Quantum Leap and Sequest and stuff like that I used to download and burn onto disc. Torrents. Yes. Yes, I used to do it. I used to do sleeves. I used to do video sleeves as well. VHS sleeves when I used to take programs off the TV. This is, we're going back like probably about 30 years. Excuse me. There is actually a YouTuber, Richard Hollyoak, who is a member of the Big Pauly Chatty Movies. He does custom Blu-ray covers and they're fantastic. He did a couple of Stranger Things ones for Jamie Powell, so maybe you get in contact with him, he might be able to help you. I don't know any companies that do it in the UK. Just watched Star Wars Episode 1 on 4K. Special effects look terrible on 4K, do they really? I thought the oh yeah, Episode 1, the digital one, yeah, the Phantom Menace. I was going to say the first 3 are supposed to be the best, but originally the first three, you know, 4, 5 and 6. Yeah, apparently the prequels don't look very good on 4K, and you might as well just own the Blu-rays. But that's easier said than done when you're collecting all of the steelbooks so they match. The Star Wars films leave Sky Cinema on 10th of August, so you'll only be able to watch them then from Disney Plus. Yeah. Do you know what will be out tomorrow? I want to know if it's worth going to HMV. Let's have a look, shall we? What is out tomorrow? Right, we've got The Game with Michael Douglas, I believe. An Arrow Academy limited edition, so that's quite a big one. Supergirl. We've got a handful of other Arrow Academy ones. Tom Clancy's Jack Ryan Season 2 on Blu-ray. That's basically it. The other ones we've got obviously are The Empire Strikes Back Steelbook. It does say Flash Gordon's Zavvi Steelbook, but that's coming out on the 10th. So really not a huge day tomorrow, unfortunately. Where are we? Oh, Kermit's got to go out. Oh, never mind, matey. You can always watch it back later on. He's going out for a McDonald's latte, I should imagine. Back to Further 4K is coming to cinemas. What's Back to Further? I think you mean Back to the Future, don't you? Have you ordered Bill and Ted 4K online, or will you be picking it up in store? Probably pick that one up in store. I've got to pick at least something up in store rather than having them all shipped. Otherwise, there's no fun in it. From the chair. I just started watching Series 1 of The Crown, and I'm hooked. It's fantastic, matey. Series 1 and Series 2 with the original cast and Matt Smith. And I was apprehensive when it got to Series 2 because they changed the cast completely. You know, we had a new Queen, we had a new Prince Philip, a new Prince Charles. Flipping works fantastic with the second cast, and you really don't notice it. They're just as good as the first lot. I've seen a couple of pictures of Princess Diana as well. So I don't know when we get into that season. Probably not this coming season, the season after. Me and Mama Bowman always used to watch The Crown. She loved that. Got my standard 15% off for my damaged Zavvi item. Oh, God. Yeah. Have they got any replacements? Can they send you a replacement? Happy to see Spider Geek back. Yeah. Yeah, he looks happy. What is it? One click trick. Will you be watching the new Transformers series on Netflix? I don't know. I don't know. Is it animated or CGI'd, or I should imagine it'll be live action. I haven't actually heard much about a Transformers series. Daniel, hello. A bit of a weird question. Did you see Iron Man in cinemas all the way back in 2008, where you're an MCU fan from the beginning? Yes, we saw the very first film in cinemas. That's what hooked Mama Bowman on Iron Man. And I was a fan of the film right from the beginning, yes. Tony's watched the movie Australia and really enjoyed it. Gave it 8 out of 10. That's the one with Hugh Jackman, isn't it? Is it Nicole Kidman, I think? I have seen Chernobyl. It is really good. I do have it on Blu-ray. Yeah, it's really good. The acting was fantastic in it. It's an animated, more adult orientated Transformers, probably a bit like Harley Quinn. Not for kiddies. Good afternoon, James. And what's your top 10 hits of movies in cinemas? Top 10 hits of movies? What's that? What is your top 10 hits of movies in cinemas? Don't know. What, my top 10 films that I've actually seen in the cinema? Colton Cinema, Westgate, July 24th. What about it? Is that when it opens? Or when it's opened? I've heard of it. I've heard of that cinema. Loving vids at the moment. Thank you very much. When you're going back to the cinema and what to see? I want to see Back to the Future, but I want to see Unhinged with Russell Crowe. So Unhinged might be the next one. Although I am actually interested in seeing that new one with what's her name? From Casino Royale. She plays an astronaut. That looks interesting. I was actually due to go back to work tomorrow. But this whole norovirus that I had, I still do have one symptom, either green. I still do have a symptom or two symptoms. And apparently I have to be symptom free for 48 hours for them to let me back to work. So we've postponed my going back to work until next weekend now. Yeah, it's not easy talking to bleeding movie Zavvi, is it? Bloody Amazon, it's just piece of cake. But Amazon, Zavvi, I mean, it's just, what do you want it for? I want a replacement, it's damaged. Ah, that's all right, isn't it? No, it's not. Do you want 15% discount? No. Go on, have 15% discount. I don't want 15% discount. It's like that with Zavvi. God, I hope I don't have to send back any damaged Star Wars steelbooks. Oh my God. Jakub Gamer TV, hello. Will you be buying the SkyQ 4K Steelbook on September the 7th? They're also doing an Alfred Hitchcock collection. I saw that on 4K, including the films Rear Window, Vertigo, Psycho and The Birds. All black and white films, aren't they, I think? I'm still not 100% sold on black and white films going on 4K. I think probably Blu-ray is better. It's probably doesn't make no difference on 4K. I know the blacks will be deeper, the whites will be brighter, but for the best use of 4K, I don't think black and white really works. I don't know if I will buy it though. Hello, Jamie. Will you ever do a top 10 favourite actors or top 10 favourite directors video? Probably, eventually, when I run out of ideas. View Westwood Cross. What about it? Oh, top 10 top hits of movies you've seen in the cinema. Oh, okay. I know you're a country fan. Which country artist do you like? Well, it all started off with Garth Brooks. He got me hooked back in the 90s. Oh, Tim McGraw, Carrie Underwood, Taylor Swift when she was country. Chris Young, the Old Dominion, Rascal Flatts, loads. There's too many there to spew out. You've had norovirus twice. Holy crap. How long did it last? Because I've had mine 10 days and the symptoms are just starting to go now. Back to the Future is releasing on 4K on the 20th of October in the US. Hopefully we find out the release date soon. Yeah, because we haven't seen a picture or an illustration of the UK one. So I think they've even announced an Australia release as well. Do you have any YouTubers you like to watch? It doesn't have to be about movies, could be anything. Got a top 5. Oh, that's very interesting. That's a good one. My top 5. What is the one YouTube channel I watch above everything else? Simon Wilson. Brilliant, brilliant traveller. Just picks up a camera and a bag and weans his way into places without paying. Gets a free flight, goes and stays in hotels, blags his way using the restaurants and the gyms. Really great. He's just put a new one on his first flight after the lockdown. Simon Wilson. Yeah, me and Mum used to watch him all the time. And he did a trek across Australia, like one side of Australia to the other side of Australia with no money, and one side of America to the other side of America with no money. Very interesting. Obviously, I like the usual blue tubers, you know, like Cinema Sickness, the usual spurt of UK ones, you know, Jamie and Kermit and everybody like that. The proper people. I like the proper people. It's two blokes that go around old abandoned places, like old pulled down cinemas and theme parks, sometimes in the middle of the, you know, in the dead of night filming. Joanna Sedia or Joanna Sedia. She's quite funny. She's got a couple of million subscribers. Yeah, there's quite a few. There's quite a few other ones. I can't think of them all straight to mind. John Campier. I've only just recently discovered John Campier, but as soon as his video comes on, I start watching. Thoughts on the Muppets now? I haven't seen it yet, so I can't give my opinion. The Abominable review will be going up once I've seen the 3D version of it. Hopefully we'll be seeing Unhinged, yes. I do like Russell Crowe, and I like Russell Crowe when he's playing a mean, nasty villain, which doesn't happen that often, but it looks interesting. Are they really? Only Psycho is in black and white? Oh yeah, I know the Birds. Yeah, the Birds is in colour, isn't it? I didn't know that. I thought they were all in black and white, apart from the Birds. Vertigo in 3D. Oh, I don't know about that. Oh, right. So it only usually lasts, the virus only usually lasts for about a week or so. So maybe, hopefully, I'm at the end of it. I still believe that I actually got it from KFC. So it's either from whoever touched the chicken or the driver who delivered it. What is your favourite horror franchise? I really can't say my favourite horror franchise because I've never been a big horror film fan. So I haven't seen all of the Jason. I haven't seen any of the Jason films. I haven't seen the Freddy films. You know, The Nightmare, Halloween. I really can't say my biggest horror franchise. Have you seen the new picture of Adele? She is so different now. She has lost a lot of weight and is unrecognisable. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. How are you? Are you doing? I've been playing Star Wars coins from New Zealand Mint. Okay. Last Chance Ches. Was the Star Wars you went to see the other day a 4K remaster? No, it was 2K. They weren't able to show a 4K of Empire, so it's only a 2K. I heard that about Barbara Windsor. Casey Musgraves is fantastic. Yes, me, Lulu, and Claire like to listen to Casey Musgraves in the car. Have not had my Empire Strikes Back steelbook yet, no. New movie view Westward Cross. I don't think any of the views down here are open yet. I keep checking it every day, but there's nothing been updated on the website. Let's get Pauly to 10k subs. I'd agree with that. When are you going to watch 3D Abominable? I'm hoping to do it before I go back to work, but it's a matter of trying to slot it in. Thing is, once I go back to work, then I'm going to have to try and work out a plan of how to do the videos. Because on one week I only have 2 free days in the entire week, whereas the second week I have 5 days. So I think rather than having a Poundland bin and a flick bin in the same week, I'm going to have to alternate them. And of course I'm going to be working on Mondays every other week. So I used to take half-day holiday for the Blu-ray hunts, but I've still got loads of holiday left because I haven't used holiday for the last 6 months. So I might be taking, hopefully I might be taking every Monday, at least until Christmas. I'll wait until I get back to work first before I drop that bombshell on them. Norton Productions, up. Out of all the things still going ahead this year, only I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here is the only thing that I'll be watching. They had first talked about actually doing that in Scotland this year instead. It would have been so cold. Yeah, so I'm happy that that's still going. I mean, they're isolated, aren't they? They're out in the middle of nowhere. They only have to like check all their, test all the celebrities before they go, and they should be okay. I picked up 14 Blu-rays for £7 on Friday. God bless the 50p. Blimey, that's not bad. Good afternoon, David. Oh, dear me, excuse me. What older film would you like to see back on the big screen? I'd like to see E.T. again on the big screen. Last saw E.T. in London on the big screen. Will you be getting other premium collection titles from the sale? Probably not. I've bought another load. I do have my July Blu-ray haul to be uploaded later on. It's about half hour long. Quite a lot of pickups in July. So that'll probably go be uploaded around about 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock. But yeah, I got quite a few premiums and Arrow titles in there. But so far as the ones that are on sale, I think I've got all the ones that I really want to get for the time being. I've been binging Breaking Bad. It's been a week and I've almost finished season 4. Fantastic. Don't forget, after you've done Breaking Bad, you've got to do Better Call Saul. What do you work as? Well, some people say a twat, but I would say just in an office, tapping keys and entering paperwork. Do you think Johnny Depp is a wife beater? No, I don't. I do not. Amber Heard, I think she's a lying cow, and it's all attention seeking. They even interviewed Winona Ryder and put Vanessa Paradis on the stand. Vanessa Paradis was married to him for what, 15 years or something, and he never raised a hand to her. So, and Amber Heard's had previous, previous experience. That's not the right term. Previous kind of like, not convictions, but you know what I mean. She's had trouble in the past. So no, I don't believe Johnny Depp, and she's basically bringing his career down. Disney have pretty much brushed their hands of Johnny Depp for a Pirates of the Caribbean because of this, because obviously they don't want a Disney franchise while this is all going on. So that's why I think they're going for a female pirate in the next one. I'm not disappointed that Strictly Come Dancing is not going ahead. I don't really watch it. What is your favourite Hitchcock film, and what are you thinking of picking up tomorrow? I've actually only seen 3 Hitchcock films. 2 Hitchcock films. I've seen Psycho and I've seen The Birds. I think that's it. Not sure what I'm picking up tomorrow. Cinema Fella, hello. Was Miranda Hart in Emma? Yes, she was, unfortunately. Did you used to collect vinyl? I have Alexa, but I miss the artwork and the act of putting the record on. Yes, I did. I've still got a load of vinyl in the storeroom. Everything from the original early Status Quo albums, Queen. I still got a lot of Barry Manilow albums. Obviously, they were my mum's. But I've also got containers full of cassette tapes. I must have probably about 500 cassette tapes of various acts through the the 80s, 70s, and 80s. Do you own the Carry On Films complete collection? I've never bought them. I probably should on DVD. I don't know if I should ever wait for them to all come out on Blu-ray. I don't know if it will ever happen. But I don't actually own the collection, no. I picked up Rush on Blu-ray from CEX for £1.50. You'll see that in my Blu-ray haul tonight. So did I. And it came with a red case and a lenticular. What TV show are you watching at the moment? I'm on Dexter Season 4 and Only Fools and Horses Series 6. I'm still watching Hunters with Al Pacino. I'm halfway through that, enjoying it. I'm catching up on Wentworth. I'm on about episode 5 of season 6. I'm on Pennyworth, only about 3 episodes into Pennyworth. Still watching Lost. I'm in the 3rd series now. It's just started. And I've just started Fear the Walking Dead series 5 as well on Amazon Prime. Jamie's got to go. Everybody's going. Bye-bye. Recently, I commented on a video saying I needed several of the HMV VHS range to complete its collection. I've done that now. Fantastic. I actually saw quite a lot of them over in HMV at Canterbury the other day. Yes, Knives Out 2. Can't wait. Paul Robinson. Hello, mate. At least we get Margot Robbie. Yeah. I think Margot Robbie would be a pretty good pirate. I think she will. If they do go down that route, depends how it all ends up with Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, and whether Disney say, well, let's make another one with Johnny. You never know. I watched The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise today. Really enjoyed it and already thinking on picking this movie up. That's one Tom Cruise movie I've actually never seen. Top Gear. Have you ever watched Alias with Jennifer Garner? Yes, I think that was the first J.J. Abrams project I ever watched. And it was the first time we ever saw Bradley Cooper. We'd never seen Bradley Cooper in anything before. and he had a moderate role in it. Great show. Even Lulu loves Alias. Oh wow! You met Jennifer Garner in New York in 2007. Peppermint. That's one of her more recent films that I've got on Blu-ray and Steelbook. It's quite a good film. She's great. I actually loved Jennifer Garner as a lecturer. I thought she did a really good job. What's your opinion on Lost Season 6? I don't like it for the most part. I'm only on Season 3 at the moment. As I'm going through, I'm being reminded of storylines and characters that I'd completely forgotten about. So I really can't remember much about Season 6. I think Season 6 was the very final one, wasn't it? But it'd be interesting to see the next couple of seasons again as a reminder. So ask me that when I've finished Season 6. Have you ever seen Great Escape? I have not. Have you seen the Scary Movie franchise? If you have, what is your favourite? Yeah, I think the original. I think the original is probably still the best. Lost Season 1 to 5 I love, but 6 they messed it up. Oh dear. Oh well, I'll let you know when I've finished. Johnny Depp is credited alongside Marilyn Manson with his new song. Have you heard any of their songs together? I've not, no. Good evening, James. You should watch the Captain Underpants movie. When they first advertising that with a trailer, me and Claire were actually considering going to watch it. I think I've actually seen that in the bargain bin in HMV. Yes, I do like the Scream films. And yeah, I have heard that Scream 5's happening. I hope they get all the cast back. Favourite Quentin Tarantino movie other than Pulp Fiction? Is that because everybody says Pulp Fiction? Well, I haven't seen The Eightful Eight, so I can't comment on that one. My personal favourite Tarantino movie is Kill Bill Volume 1. Johnny Depp is... Oh, we've seen that one. I'm reading old comments now. Johnny Depp has a lot of fans supporting him over his bedtime. Stranger Things, I know. What is it with Jake? He keeps he's not asking any questions, he's just stating TV shows and films. I don't know what he wants. Excited for Anna de Armas as Marilyn Monroe. She's playing Marilyn Monroe, is she? Oh, I didn't know that. New film coming on Netflix. Oh, that should be interesting. I have not seen Ophelia. I don't know why I haven't seen Ophelia. I should flipping watch Ophelia. Do you have an external mic or are you using the internal mic? I'm using the internal mic at the moment. Why is it not very good? What is your best film of Johnny Depp movies? Well, it's got to be Pirates. It's got to be the first Pirates, but I also like Edward Scissorhands as well. Oh, mate. By the way, Vertigo from Hitchcock is really great. Watched it recently. I'm so happy that Once Upon a Time is finally coming to Disney Plus on August the 7th and will be leaving Netflix the same day. Oh, seems like both Netflix and Sky are losing out on programs to Disney. Yeah, I think we're going to have a bit of a longer wait for Stranger Things, unfortunately. Even though they did show that trailer, didn't they? With David Harbour's character chopping rocks up or something, looks like, out in Russia. So, yeah. Anna de Armas is the new Bond girl. Yeah, I know. Although I don't think we're allowed to call them Bond girls anymore, are we? They have to be the Bond girls of old are gone, and they have to be on the same level as Bond now. Or are they Bond ladies? Bond Totty. Have you got the Tarantino Rodriguez Grindhouse Steelbook? I do. I have both of those. Death Proof and Planet Terror. Huh. Hamilton is amazing. Glad you like it. Available on Disney Plus. Little insulted you didn't like it. I think it's mainly because I've never been into musical theatre. I've never been a fan of musicals. It's the same with my Ladybird review. I'm not into that kind of high school, teenage, coming of age type film. It's probably why I didn't like that. Funny thing is though, my dad is a big musical fan and he told me to turn it off as well. Don't know. I've already got an external microphone. I just use the internal one in here. Do you own a lot of Johnny Depp movies? Well, I've got all the Pirates. I've got Edward Scissorhands. I've got Sleepy Hollow. So I've got a fair few. Not a lot of the earlier ones though. Who would you cast as the next James Bond? It doesn't really matter because whoever I say will never be James Bond. So, but I don't know if they've got an idea. I know there's been a shortlist. What is your opinion of the Jaws series, including the last one, and how old were you when you started collecting physical media? Jaws 1 and 2 are probably the only two best Jaws films. And I was probably in my late teens, early 20s when I started physical media, collecting on VHS and laser discs. Iron Man 2 is okay, but there are better films. Are the movies Black Rain and Waterworld good enough to buy them on Steelbook if I haven't seen them? Well, I don't know about Black Rain, I've never seen it, but Waterworld, I think Waterworld Steelbook is not very good. It's one of those landscape site ones where the image is landscape, and I got rid of mine ages ago. But it's a good film if you like that type of thing. I read somewhere that the title for Spider-Man 3 will apparently be Spider-Man Homestruck. Never heard that. Did you used to watch Dark Angel? Yes, I did. That only ran for about like 2 seasons, didn't it, I think? I remember watching Dark Angel. I can't say too much about it. I just remember, I remember Jessica Alba in black leather on a motorbike. Johnny Vegas as the next Bond. Iron Man 2 is like part 2 to Iron Man if you watch it very carefully. If you watch it back to back, just different ruddy or whatever. Paul, in your opinion, what film do you think is underrated and what film is overrated? I've always said M. Night Shyamalan's Lady in the Water is underrated. I love that film, both me and Lou. And it gets a lot of bad rap. That and The Village. They are two great films. Overrated, for me, is Hamilton. Sorry. And Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Just because I didn't get it. Sopranos and The Wire masterpieces. Honestly need to make more stuff like that. TV shows go in wrong direction. That's what I think. Both those two shows come out of what they call the golden age of television, when really classic stuff used to come out. I must admit though, I've never seen a single episode of either of them. Or The Shield. That's another long one, isn't it? Favourite movie or TV show starring Neil Patrick Harris? I'm a huge fan. Met him and Alison Hannigan in New York. Blimey, a few years ago when they done How I Met Your Mother. Yeah. I loved How I Met Your Mother. I think my favourite of Neil Patrick Harris is How I Met Your Mother, but also Starship Troopers as well. I think he was great in that. Have you seen Sing by Illumination? I have. Me, Lulu and Claire went to see that one at the cinema. We enjoyed it. There is a Sing 2 as well, apparently, coming out sometime. Are you excited for the new Dune film? I am, definitely. Hopefully we're getting a trailer within the next week or two. I don't know if the film's coming out this year, though. Are you still exercising? I'm not, but I really should. I'm only exercising, doing the best type of exercising. In other words, walking. I'm not bothering with the gym. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of money. You get just as much. Weight loss and exercise by walking than you do with all that weightlifting shit and that. So yes, at the moment I'm walking along the seafront, walking about 3 kilometers for an hour. Then obviously I go and do my Blu-ray hunting. So I hope to increase it a bit. Just needed to get back into it though. James Bond, Tom Hardy? I don't think so. He's too well known. Tom Hardy's too well known. Do you know how many Blu-rays 4Ks you've got? Nope. Couple of hundred, I should imagine. Which is your least favourite series of Benidorm? Oh, God. One of the later ones after Donald died, because he was a brilliant character. And when Johnny Vegas left and his mum left, they brought a new family in, didn't they? I loved the family with the old lady on the scooter, but then that family left and then they brought in another family. I think that's kind of went a bit downhill then. No more yellow poo. I wouldn't say that. Have you seen Little Voice on Apple Plus? I have not. Idris Elba will be the next Bond. No, he won't. He's a good actor, but I don't want to sound racist, but it will come across as sounding racist. But a person of colour won't be James Bond. This does sound racist, but that's what I believe. I believe it will be a Caucasian person, and it will never be a female. They can spin it off, by having another 00 agent, whether female or black, and spin it off. But as a character, James Bond will be James Bond. I hope the next James Bond is John Cleese. Oh, God. The Ministry of Funny Walks. Chani Hunnam would be a good choice. Possibly. Rewatched Wrath of Khan after watching your review. Definitely, in my opinion, the best Star Trek movie, followed very closely by First Contact. Well, you'll have to wait for my other reviews to find out where First Contact goes. Do you hope Jayla comes back in future Star Trek films? Yeah, she was a missed opportunity because, she was just getting into Starfleet Academy. Got a uniform. Will I have to wear a uniform? I think she was going to be a really good character, but I don't think there's ever going to be another J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie. I think we've probably had the last one now with Beyond. Richard Madden was my choice for Bond, although a lot of people say Aidan Turner. Sam Howan, I don't know who that is. Are you going to get Marriage Story when the Blu-ray comes out? Probably not, because it bored me to tears. Hello from sunny Glasgow. Yes, it's sunny down here as well. And we've got, talking about sun, I was looking at the weather forecast earlier on. We've got a 700-mile wide African heat plume hitting us next weekend. And it's going to be in the mid-30s for 10 days. I might have to go into some air-conditioned cinemas. Star Trek or Star Wars? Both. Oh yes, I do need to watch the Turtles film. The only thing with that, I really wanted to see it while eating a bit of pizza, as Jamie suggested, but obviously I haven't been able to do that because of my dodgy. I need to arrange it sometime for when I'm eating pizza. I don't have a lot of pizza. You have maybe a pizza once every couple of months. What is your least favourite film? 50 Shades of Grey. Did you hear the other day that Mark Gatiss outed the BBC they want to redo Sherlock as a female, calling her Charlotte Holmes? Talking to the BBC, apparently, if you're over 75 years old now, you've got to pay for the TV licence. We ain't. We've had no reminders through the post to tell us that we've got to pay for it. There's been nothing in the press or on the news. I don't know if it's still all up in the air, but I don't think anybody's had any reminders. We should have at least a piece of paper or an A4 piece of paper saying, if you're not taking government handouts or whatever, then you need to pay for the TV license, and you can do it at this website address or take this into the post office. We haven't had anything. So until we get that, we're not paying. Where did you get your intro and outro music? Oh, can't remember. Could be Epidemic Sound. I think it's called Epidemic Sound. You'd be a great Bond villain. Yeah, and a couple of years ago, I could have had Bobby on my lap, couldn't I? Mr. Bond, have you seen my ginger pussy? Favourite action movie, Die Hard. Also favourite Christmas film. Did you work out the murderer in Knives Out? I did, as they weren't in it enough, but not how and why. I didn't work out that it was that person, but I thought they had some connection to it. I kind of didn't think it was any of the main characters. Do you think Quentin Tarantino's Star Trek movie will ever get made? Probably not. They've moved on now. I think Star Trek is now a televised franchise. Again, I don't think we'll be getting Star Trek movies, at least not for now. We've got Star Trek. We've got Star Trek Discovery, which is about to start its 3rd season. We've got Star Trek Strange New Worlds, which I am so looking forward to. Plus, they've got Lower Decks, and we've got Picard, and you never know what's coming next. So I think at the moment they're concentrated on the TV. So I think the big screen Trek is on hold again now. Many years ago, there was a young Indiana Jones on BBC Two. For the last 5 years, I've been trying to find it on DVD. Yeah, they're all out on DVD. I picked up all 3 seasons for like £7 each. Used to be called the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles, but I believe it's now The Adventures of Young Indiana Jones. They come in brown DVD box sets. So they are on Amazon UK. I think maybe they're about $14.99. They used to be episodic episodes, like Star Trek. Then they decided to splice episodes together into 90-minute movies, and then they called the episodes, like The Treasure of the Peacock's Eye and all that kind of stuff. Or Indiana Jones, the young years, the early years, with Corey Carrier and Sean Patrick Flannery. But I got all 3 seasons. I picked up all 3 seasons. 2 seasons I picked up in the HMV bargain bin last year. And I just picked up the 3rd one for about 10 quid, I think it was, on Amazon. So they are out there. What is your favourite superhero film? Mine's either Spider-Man 2, Spider-Verse, Infinity War. I watched Captain Marvel last night and that sucked. Oh, don't say that about Captain Marvel. I love Captain Marvel. So can you give any underrated superhero movies? My favourite superhero movie, my favourite MCU movie is Infinity War. My favourite superhero movie is Superman with Chris Reeve. And underrated superhero movie is Spawn. You bought Sherlock. You'll like it, but Series 4 isn't very good. Well, I suppose I have to get Series 4 to complete it, won't I? What is the worst 4K transfer you've ever seen? Probably Terminator 2. There is absolutely no point in buying Terminator 2 on 4K. So I just went with the 3D. The 3D is way better. Ballistic snipers. I am 49. Favourite city to drive to? Probably Maidstone. Bye, Stephen. Favourite Star Wars characters? Favourite movie of all time, The Empire Strikes Back. If you like Knives Out, I'd recommend Iron Johnson, other mystery thriller, Brick. Oh, Ryan Johnson, Brick, starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Yeah, I haven't seen Brick. Ryan Johnson also did Looper, didn't he? That was really good. What show did you think was the most underrated and overrated in the latest BAFTA awards? No, I don't know. I never watched it. We started to watch it, but we turned it off. It was so crap, not having an audience. Tarantino is supposedly only doing one more movie anyway. Doubt he'd do a Star Trek. Probably, yeah. Starting Star Trek all the way from the beginning at the original series. Currently watching the pilot. The Cage. Is there anything new out tomorrow? Probably. If not, if you're going to HMV, you could either Ponyo or Princess Monopoly. What boards game would you like to see into a movie? Twister. Did you get my messages on Facebook? I don't know, did I? I don't really like Captain Marvel because the main character was just so dull and had nothing unique about her. I love the cat though, and the de-aging, but overall not a good movie in my opinion. Okay, that's perfectly fine. We all like different stuff. You know that I think differently though. Plus I've got Goose over here as well. Do you have any movies that are so bad so bad that how bad they are they became good? No. I mean, I've got Battlefield Earth on Blu-ray, but it's still not a good film. Oh, happy birthday, Trash Boat 97. Oh, the Gremlins code. I think I saw that. Gremlins 2. Yeah, I've got it here. I'll send it to you later on. What's Greyhound about dogs? Now it's about battleships or destroyers. Goose should get his only solo movie. That would be nice, yeah. Or a Goose and Rocket film. That would be good. I saw You've Got Mail and Sleepless in Seattle. I saw You've Got Mail and Sleepless in Seattle, and I did really enjoy it. These movies are really similar. Similar, yeah. Have you seen the Goonies 4K box set? Yes, I certainly have. Can't wait for that. Ever had to rewatch a film and switch your score? Not yet. Favourite Poundland pickup? Probably The Impossible or Miss Peregrine in 3D. Oh, the Blade trilogy. The second movie is definitely the best. Yeah, I need to watch all three of those. Favourite movie that spawned from a TV show? Mine is Entourage, the movie. I'm never a fan of the show. Based off HBO show of the same name. Favourite movie that spawned from a TV show? I liked Serenity. It was a retelling of Firefly, although it wasn't a single episode of TV. It was an entire series, wasn't it? Shrek 3. I don't find any problem with any of the Shrek movies. Favourite Batman movie? The Dark Knight. Apparently a movie company will be making a Funko Pop vinyl movie. Oh, it's going to be like the Lego movie, isn't it? Yeah. Or the Emoji movie. I think probably the first Shrek is probably my favourite. What's your opinions on Falcon and the Winter Soldier series getting pulled back to December? It was meant to come out this month. Can't do anything about it, can we? It's all going to get moved around. I have not seen The Umbrella Academy, but it looks good. Are there any group chats, communities where people discuss discs, discuss discs, and all that stuff? Yeah, loads. I mean, there's big Pauly chatting movies. We always discuss dicks as well as dicks and discs. There's 4K sites, 3D sites. There's loads. Favorite rock band, Queen. Do you remember when Disney films on Freeview TV at Christmas was a big deal? I don't actually. The Funko Pop movie includes Deadpool, My Little Pony. Oh god, that's a combination, isn't it? Hello Kitty, Wonder Woman, and a few more. I love Puss in Boots as well. I was trying to get the 3D of it. I don't really play video games. Don't have time. Who is your inspiration for movie collecting? I mean, I started watching people like Cool Doodle and Wet Movie 1. I mean, they don't really buy their own movies anymore anyway. They all get sent to them by the studios. How do you make holy water? You boil the hell out of it. Oh, God. Yeah, like Cool Doodle and Wet Movie 1, they inspired me to start a YouTube channel, really, watching their videos. Yes, Blu-ray Bullet Pete. I think he may have a very special video coming up in a couple of days. Oh, yes. Funny talking about Knives Out just now, because I watched it last night. And my dad, first thing he said when it finished, where the hell did they dig up all that from? It's like that on a lot of films. The only films that keep my dad happy are Bond, Clint Eastwood war films or westerns, and big action films. He would never be able to sit down and watch something like The Matrix. Never. Yeah, Cool Dude still does Blu-ray hunts every week. It just never picks anything up. What anime have you seen? I haven't actually seen any anime yet. I've got some Studio Ghibli stuff. Hopefully I'll get to see that when it gets picked out of the flick bin. Would you ever start a Patreon to make people pay for your videos to come out early and pay for help your channel? I did have a Patreon channel. I did have a Patreon page probably a couple of years ago, maybe a year or two ago. Got about 13 people on it. The thing is, yeah, people were contributing. The thing is, you've got to have the time, though. You've got to have the time. It takes so much time sometimes to do the videos that you do. Then you've got to remember you've got to do extra content for people. So if I had YouTube as a full-time job, easily be able to do it. Favourite sitcom, Only Fools and Horses. The Gentleman is a brilliant film. Do you have the Bond collection? I do not. I only have the Daniel Craig series and Timothy Pierce Brosnan series. Favourite Philip Seymour Hoffman movie? Twister. I know he didn't have a very big part in it, but hopefully Tenet will be out this month at the end of August. Your thoughts on The Raven? Never seen it. Killer Clowns from Outer Space? Never seen it. Judy? Never seen it. And Psycho 1960s was good. Never seen the 1998 version though. And Hesh, wasn't it? And whatever his name was, I can't remember his name. Ghostbusters 1 or 2, definitely 1. When is cinema open in the UK? Already. I've already been. Lots of cinemas are already open in the UK. Apart from, I think, View. I think View actually are opening 10 of them around the country. And a lot of Odeons are already open. Do you like the Wombles? I did when I was a kid. Favourite character from the Guardians of the Galaxy? Rocket. How long before you think the DVD format will die out with Blu-ray and streaming remaining? Never. DVD will always be here, will always dominate the charts, and basically Blu-ray, 4K and streaming will bow down to DVD until the end of time. Grave Encounters, I don't think I've seen that. Well, thank you, Shark Geek. Best deals you've ever seen when movie hunting? Probably, as I said recently, my Indiana Jones, my Young Indiana Jones box sets that I picked up for like £7.99 each. And they were like nearly 30 quid when they first came out. What is your favourite Disney associated movie? Not including Marvel, Lucasfilm, The Muppets, 20th Century. Mine is The Help. That's a good film, actually, yeah. Disney associated movie, National Treasure. They're pretty good films. Rahan Naz, hello. Last night I met Scarlett Johansson. Oh dear. You had a candlelight dinner with her, did you? That sounds nice. I've seen Now You See Me. I haven't seen the second one though. Stand By Me or The Goonies has to go. Stand By Me. I have been to Alton Towers. Yeah, I've heard that the Psycho remake's not too good. Have you seen Knives Out? Have you seen my review? Oh my god, have you seen I've got yogurt all over my iPad? No, but if you hum it, I'll sing it. When do we get the Dover Castle video? Oh yes, that's to come, isn't it? Yeah, well, I've got to do it. We've got to do it before the end of this season, before we get into like autumn. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait right through to like next spring. It's probably not too bad a time to go, maybe sometime in August or September, because there's no hordes of foreign school kids coming over on coaches. It's always a nightmare. So it's probably going to be the better time. I need to check the press though, because it's only open on certain times and they only do certain tours on days. So yeah, I really hope to get that one done before the next season. If you could pick one superhero franchise to never exist, which one would you choose? Oh my god. That's a really hard question. I don't know. I really don't know. Yes, there will always be a market for physical media one way or another. I did not watch Princess Anne at 70 now. Who is your favourite Batman and Spider-Man? My favourite Batman is Christian Bale. I forgot his bloody name. Oh, crap. Christian Bale. My favourite Spider-Man is Tom Holland. Do you like Northern Soul? I don't really like soul music. What time are you finishing the live chat? Probably about now. Any Star Wars movie that should never exist? I would agree with episode 2, yes. Fantastic. Brilliant. Okay, so that's our little stream done today. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll try and answer any questions that I've got remaining. If you still want to ask me a question, stick it down in the comments when it goes up live. But I was only going to keep it as a short one today. But hopefully there'll be another one sometime next week. There won't be one next Sunday though, because I'll be at work. So I think probably the live chats are going to have to go back to every 2 weeks now. But yeah, it was good chatting. I hate to go, considering we've got 82 people still in the chat. But thanks for popping by, and I'll see you all again very soon shortly. Goodbye, my little minions.